checks out. All right. Do you mind? And mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. And live from the rinks, it's Friday Night Hockey on the Long Island Sports Network, your home for all Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jack Ziskin. I'll be with you here tonight for all 3 games. First on the docket, St. Anthony's freshmen versus the Kings Park Commack Knights. Starting goaltenders for tonight's matchup: Chris Gorneri will be in between the pipes for the Knights, and on the other side, it'll be Gaetano Cicchino in between the pipes for the St. Anthony's Friars. When these 2 teams first faced off, my apologies there. But as I was saying, coming into tonight's matchup, these 2 teams, Friars sitting 11-6, Knights sitting at 8-9. When these 2 teams first faced off, it was the St. Anthony's Friars that pulled away. They scored 5 unanswered before the Knights found the back of the net in the 3rd period. That was a 5-1 victory for the Friars. Leading scorers for tonight's matchup: St. Anthony's is led by Ryan Santini, 24 points on the season, 13 goals, 11 assists. Right behind him is Tyler Strzelecki, who has 15 goals on the season. That is a team best. And just 1 less point than Santini. He's got 23 on the year. Charlie Sharada, 10 goals, 10 assists. He rounds out the top 3, but 6 Friars have 10 points or more this season. And a good number of them have seen some action at the JV level with some injuries for JV Gold, and well, they've impressed in their debuts, to say the least. And on the other side for the Knights, their leading scorer, Matt DeFeo, 17 points on the year, 10 goals. He's their leading scorer. Right behind him, rather tied with him, is Matt Smith, 8 goals, 9 assists. And then Jack Nesfield, the defenseman, tied with Jake Coyle in points of 13. Though I believe both Coyles, Jake and Michael, will be out of the lineup tonight. They are cousins. I believe they are the same age, though, so either way, an exciting matchup for you here tonight between these 2 squads. Playoffs are right around the corner on the Long Island Sports Network, and right now, Friars sitting in 4th. There's no real path for them to advance past that, but they do want to make sure they don't fall behind Middle Country, who's been surging in the standings as of late. KPC sitting in the 6th seed. They have a path to to the 5th seed, though it is a bit unlikely. And the starting lineups for the Friars up front. Charlie Sharana, Tyler Strzelecki, Ken Engelhart Jr. on the back end, Chris Kanza, and Justin Norris. On the other side, Matt DeFeo winning the draw for the Knights, and we're underway, but the Friars pouncing on the loose puck, trying to split the defense. Nesfield on it. DeAndrea on the back check as that one sent off the back of the net. And if that name sounds familiar, his older brother Nick led the Friars to two consecutive Suffolk County High School Hockey League titles, 2 national appearances. That streak came to an end on Wednesday. Friars heading up ice, 3-on-1 developing. Walks in, backhand pass, deflected, off the bar and out. Or pipe, I should say, and Friars send it from the point. That one ends up in the corner. Friars pressing towards the front shot. A strong stop by Gorneri. And with the face-off in the defensive zone for KPC, it's Tartaglia versus Geekus. And Tartaglia, one of those aforementioned Friars freshmen who got a call up to the JV level, winning that one, but KPC gets the clear, and the Friars have to re-enter zone. Ryan Long made his JV debut this past week as well. KPC looking for a clear. Slap shot off the pipe and out. And then a third time, this time it goes wide. Knights looking to press. Friars trying to hold it in. Tartaglia sends it off the wall, comes to Miller. He slides it out of the zone. Friars recover, but it comes right back to the Knights off an errant pass. And then it's sent the length of the sheet. Icing is waved off as Jack Nichols tried to let that one slide past him. Jake Miller on the forecheck. As the Friars regroup, it's sent around the wall by Daniel Smith, but it's past its intended target. Ryan Long, so we get an icing. Long and Nick Lawler were the 2 JV call-ups this week. You can only play 2 JV games. Or you can only play 2 games as a call-up. If you play a third, you're unable to return to the freshman level. So Friars have rolled through about 6 or 7 players at that time, and it's good experience for them, of course. Clearing attempt broken up. Waterman on it. Puck is beneath the goal line. Friars looking for a clear. It's held in by Jack Nesfield. He carries it in, drops it off, and Joe Nealon intercepts it, but doesn't get the clear. DeFeo sending it into the opposite corner. DeAndrea, who battled for it, but the Friars come away with it. It's Jack D'Italia making the lead pass. Nealon enters, but Waterman separates him from the puck, and Nesfield picking up speed. Nealon forces a turnover, sends it towards the front, loose. And a nice save there from Gorneri. And now heading up ice, DeFeo. Coming in against Kanza. Shot stopped by Sacchino. And the Friars now looking for a clear. Nesfield holding it in. Ends up on the opposite half wall. DeLeon moving it along to Nealon, but play is broken up, and CJ Pugh to Matt DeFeo chipping it in on the near side. Tartaglia regathers it, trying to push it up the wall. Nesfield poking it back in, but the Friars retain possession, but it comes back to Nesfield. And now beneath the goal line, Nichols recovering, moving it up. And Nesfield looks like he's taking a penalty. We get a stoppage here with 11:38 remaining. And the Knights defenseman will head to the box. They only have 10 skaters here tonight. Only 1 line change, and now they'll be short-handed And to further complicate matters, they only have 3 defensemen for this kill, so a good opportunity for the Friars. They've won the draw. Shot ricocheting, trying to bat that one in. They can't. It ends up in the right wing corner. Friars move it to the weak side. Comes to the point, walking in. Snap shot gloved. You get a whistle. So with 11:18 remaining in the period, 20 seconds had elapsed on the power play. Friars have won the draw, chipping it in down low. Engelhardt with possession. Hands it off at the point, walking it in. Pass rolls across, shot, and it's right in the breadbasket of Guarneri. A strong positional save for him. Friars will get a line change. Looks like it'll be a wholesale one. Daniel Smith heading on. With Justin Norris and Tartaglia, Lawler, and Long up front. Matched up against Geekus. In the dot, he wins the draw back to Jake Miller, who tried to backhand it out of the zone. It was blocked. Knights looking to settle it, pushing it up the wall. And they get the clear. It's sent the length of the ice. Miller to Geekus that time, and the other 2 killers, DeFeo and Timon. Norris entering the zone, poked off his stick. Tartaglia rescues it, walks in, cuts towards the slot, fires, scores! And Dominic Tartaglia finds the back of the net. The Friars take a 1-goal lead, and a nice play here, just cutting towards the center, taking advantage of that extra space in the slot, and the shot through traffic that goes 5-hole. That puts the Knights on the, or puts the Friars, on the board. They won the draw. Tartaglia carrying it in, dropping it off for Lawler, looking towards the slot, and knocked off the puck by Nesfield. That was Tartaglia's 8th of the season. Shot that time from the left wing dot was turned aside. Knights looking for a clear. CJ Pugh can't get it. Shot from the point by Norris, and it's stopped by Guarneri. Coming out of his crease, controlling the rebound. But it'll be another offensive zone draw for the Friars. Nealon out, up front. And the draw tied up. Shot towards the net was deflected. It's Maya Nunziato in the dot, centering Nealon for this shift. Friars have regained possession, entered the zone. DeLeon the other wing. Nesfield looking up ice. Turnover forced initially. Knights get it right back. Jake DeAndrea with a 2-on-1. Gets it from Pugh, walking in, can't settle it. Golden opportunity for the younger brother of one of the best St. Anthony's varsity players in recent years, and, well, he's playing for KPC tonight. Joe Nealon heading up ice. A good player in his own right, of course. Friars regaining possession, sending it in. D-to-D, Nesfield looking up ice. Poked off his stick. Maya Nunziato collects. Separated from the puck, but it comes back to Tyler Strzelecki. Tried to thread the needle that time. Ends up with Schwartz, who goes D-to-D with Nesfield. Cross ice feed off the wall. Friars trying to collect. Foy battling for it. And now Strzelecki enters, muscles his way through. But it's poked off his stick, enters the right wing corner against Nesfield. Slipped it past him initially. And Sharada, shot gloved. I believe that actually ended up being Tyler Strzelecki, who took the shot, but nonetheless, it's another offensive zone draw, this time in the right wing dot. And a shot from SCHSHL goes off the glove of Guarneri. Knights reverse to the weak side. Norris holds it in at the point. His shot ricochets off the defender, ends up going off the end boards. Battling beneath the goal line. Gekas gets it. Sends it towards the weak side wall, and a nice pass from Foy. Knights get the zone exit. They can't maintain possession. Coming in, it's Kanza now. Tried to finesse his way past the defender. Knights send it off the glass. That one's going all the way down, and we will have an icing. 7:51 remaining in the opening frame. Dominic Tartaglio for power play goal. He's looked solid tonight. Tyler SCHSHL's line is buzzing. Early on, too, a couple pipes for them. As Tartaglia wins it back to Kanza. Another offensive zone draw win. Shot through traffic. Deflected. Loose in the slot. And a good save by Guarneri on the second shot from Tartaglia. Wears a C for St. Anthony's, but I say a C because they are a program that the freshman JV levels, they tend to have two. As the draw is won by the Knights. Heading up ice. Good back check by Tartaglia. Carries it in. Cuts towards center. Moves it along. Shot. And it's stopped by Guarneri. A nice look. Knights netminder coming up clutch here in the opening frame. It's a one-goal game. Gekas versus Tartaglia. Gets better from that time. Knights have possession off the draw. Waterman whipped the puck around the walls. Friars send it back in. Getting to work on the cycle, it's Smith, but it rolls on him. But Foy can't get past him. Getting to work on the cycle now. Friars have possession. Poked off the stick of Lawler. Waterman wanted to clear. It's held in at the line. Tartaglia now cutting towards center. On his backhand. Throws on the brakes in the corner. Moves to the point. One-timer. Misfired. Knights looking for a clear. Comes to the point. Jake Miller. Good keep there at the line. And the shot is redirected at the point of release. The Knights can't get the clear. Tartaglia forcing the turnover. Shot. And another stop by Guarneri. A good job by Jake Nichols holding the line that time. Might have accidentally called him Jack at once at the top of the broadcast. My apologies for that, but doesn't get the initial shot off, but just does a good job staying in front of him, preventing the Knights from getting a clearing attempt. But right now they have possession off a face-off win, and they're heading up ice. Shot is blocked, went off Smith. Backhand pass up the wall. Friars can't get the clear initially, but good play by Nichols, who's now heading up ice. Tried to slip past Nesfield, ends up on net, and it's covered by Guarneri. Good job by Nesfield keeping the Friars forward, Friars defenseman in front of him. Knights win the draw back. Nesfield has it. Trying to push that one up the wall. Held in. Shot blockered out in the slot. Comes back to the point, but that pass goes awry. Intended for Jack D'Italia. So it's gone all the way down. Jake DeAndre on the forecheck. Puck comes to Chris Kanza. Trying to move it up the near side wall. Initial pass was deflected. And now a chance in transition. A partial breakaway. Nesfield gets back. Shot off Guarneri. Battle along the end boards. Neither team can settle it. Timon poking it out towards the far side corner. Friars tried to center it. Pass was broken up. Held in. Curling. Firing. Shot is batted down but doesn't end up on net. Nice redirect attempt, but now CJ Pugh looking for a clear. Friars hold it in. Gavin Timon trying to get that clear. It's held in again. Shot towards the front, loose. And ends up going wide after Redirecting. Comes to the point again. D'Italia. Back into the corner for Engelhardt. He's curling off the wall. Drops it off. Shot through traffic. Redirected. It's loose in front. Batting at it. Neither team can settle it. Engelhardt ends up with it in the right wing corner. Looking towards the slot. Doesn't like what he saw. Tried to move it up the wall. It's held in by SCHSHL under pressure. And now a battle in the corner. It's kicked out by the Friars. They're looking to settle it. Knights nearly come away with it. Sent out in front. They score. Sent out right in front of the slot. The Friars take a 2-goal lead. And a good effort by SCHSHL and Engelhardt in the corner here. It looks like the Knights are actually the ones that nearly came away with it, but the Friars managed to send that towards the front. Looks like that's going to be Charlie Sharada who picks up that one. SCHSHL with the assist. So good work by him along the wall, getting to work on the cycle. And good things happen when you go to the front of the net. The Friars get a goal that time, and now they force a turnover. Tartaglia trying to come in. Poked off his stick. A good effort by the Knights. Gikas gets it back. Tartaglia recovering. Lawler beneath the goal line. To the point. Slap shot. Ends up being blocked. Clearing attempt. Broken up by the Friars. Ends up back in the corner of Waterman, who throws it up the wall. Held in by Norris. Shielding nicely. Hands it off. Turnover forced. Foy looking for a clear. It's held in initially by Nichols. Comes to Long. Sends it down low. Ends up on the opposite side. Friars get it back from the Knights. Good effort by Tartaglia, curling away from pressure. Sends it towards Long. But making the pass towards the slot, it's broken up. And the Knights flip it up, but not out. It's held in by Norris. Walking in. Shot. Off the pipe and out. Another pipe for the Friars. And now Gikas moving it on ahead to Miller. Play is initially broken up, but comes back to Gikas. He chips it in. Miller will chase. Gikas will change. And Nichols will collect the puck. 3:25 remaining in the first period. It's a 2-0 game. Friars generating a number of scoring opportunities, but now Matt DeFeo, his shot ends up being gloved off the blocker by Sachina. You're watching Suffolk County High School Hockey League action on the Long Island Sports Network. The varsity season may be over. As you can see, there's still a lot of hockey left on the schedule. Freshman, JV, and varsity action heading your way in Saugerties, but still a lot of games left to be played here at the rinks, too. The face-off is won back to D'Italia. Trying to get the clear. Knights break it up. Sent off the back of the net. Tartaglia rescues the puck. Steered it to safety. Heading up ice. The outside of Nesfield. Circling to the front. Pass goes awry. Trying to settle it is Lawler. Spinning. Sent towards the front. Long can't get a stick on. Second attempt. Loose still. Knights looking for a clear. It comes to the slot. D'Italia's shot is blocked. A chance. DeAndrea, I believe, chipping that one out. But it ends up the Friars send it back up that strong side wall. Tartaglia looking towards the slot. Can't connect there. Good stick lift. And now heading up ice, it's Gikas. Chips it in. Puck ends up coming from the right wing corner to the left. DeFeo drops it off along the wall. Nesfield racing in, but Tartaglia beats him initially. Knights forcing a turnover. That was Pugh. Nesfield whipping it back up the wall, but now the Friars trying to head the other way, and an errant pass in the neutral zone. Knights regain possession. DeFeo looking towards the slot. Wanted Miller. His pass was deflected. Now the Knights, it comes free in the slot. Miller tried to drop it off. It comes out of the zone. Delayed offsides against the Knights. They have to check up. Friars have time to reset. Looking up ice, D'Italia. His pass is deflected. Maya Ninziato skates into it, sends it in. Joe Nealon racing after it. And a shot on net is covered up by Gorneri. 1:30 remaining in the period. Joe Nealon, younger brother of Gerard, who made it to the finals all 3 seasons at the varsity level. But as the face-off is won by the Knights, Friars have possession. D-to-D pass at the line, sent towards the front, careens off the end boards. And now turnover force. Nichols is walking in. Tried to drag that one past Waterman, but the Knights defenseman now has it, sending it towards the front. And SCHSHL gets in front of it. 57.9 seconds remaining in the period. Geekus in the dot, matched up. Looks like that's going to be Charlie Sharada. Geekus sent it towards the front, but Strzelecki came away with it, heading up ice, cutting from right to left, shielding, walking in, backhand shot. It's stopped by Guarneri. It's sent up the left wing wall, held in by Nichols. Puck is rolling. It's settled. Tic-tac-toe, but Guarneri makes the stop. A beautiful play by the Friars. Great puck movement here. You're going to see it comes out to the point, and you get that quick little keep by Nichols under pressure. And it's settled. They move it beneath the goal line and cutting towards the net. Sharada has one, wanted two, and a good save by Guarneri. 38.9 seconds remaining. And the draw is won by the Friars. Strzelecki on his backhand, lost the handle. Knights get a clear. Nichols under pressure from DeAndrea. Creates space behind his own cage. Tried to chip it off the wall. Turnovers forced to fail. 2-on-0 pass. But DeAndrea couldn't get that one, and the net comes off. We get a whistle with 16.8 seconds remaining. DeFeo in the dot. Wins it back to Nesfield. Shot from the point is redirected. Off the end boards towards the front. That pass was intercepted. Friars throwing it up the wall. Nesfield walking in. Can't get the shot off before the period expires. And after 15 minutes of Suffolk County High School Hockey League action, the St. Anthony's Friars lead the Kings Park Commack Knights 2-0. You're watching SCHSHL action on the Long Island Sports Network. Don't forget to follow the LI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all latest game recaps, highlights, and analysis. We'll be right back with second period action in 30 seconds. So it'll be a long change this period. I've seen a lot of solid goaltending so far here tonight. Chris Guarneri has had some tremendous saves. And Gaetano SCHSHL has been good when called upon so far. And the face-off ends with the Knights having possession. Lead pass is broken up, and now a opportunity for the Friars that goes awry. They can't get a shot off on a potential odd man rush, but they're battling for the puck in the left wing corner. Curling towards center. Tartaglia dishes it across. Shot redirected just wide. A nice look there for Long. Comes out to the point. Norris steps back in. Wanted Lawler. It's cleared out towards the corner. Shot and another redirect. A near miss for the Friars. They're looking strong at the start of the second. Norris flipping that one in. Friars. Long. Tried to send it towards the slot. It was redirected. Both teams battling for it. Tartaglia trying to come away with it. Waterman slips it out of the zone. Friars end up recovering. Smith enters. In the corner, sent towards the slot. Puck is rolling. Free. Tartaglia turns. Moves it across. Pass ends up slipping under the stick of Lawler. Knight's looking for a clear, and icing is waved off as that one goes up under Smith's stick. And Norris will recollect beneath his own goal line. Looking up ice. Pass comes to Lawler. Settles it. Backhand feed ahead and shot by Long. Blocked by Nesfield. Norris trying to chip it back in. Knight's defender had it. Lawler knocked it free. Makes the pass to the point. Gets it right back, but it rolls on him. Along the wall, Nesfield trying to get the clear. Now comes the Kansas shot redirected. Friars can't settle it. Nealon had it, but his look doesn't go in now. Potential breakaway. DeFeo on it, but comes to Cicchino, who covers him. 12:40 remaining in the second period. A hot start for the Friars. Face off, tied up. Friars end up with possession. Battaglia trying to slip past Nesfield. Ends up being boxed out. Move D to D. Looking cross ice. Puck leaves the zone. Play is broken up by Annunziato, who pressures Nesfield, but the Knights defenseman enters. Trying to push the pace here. Make something happen in the offensive zone. As that one sent in front, so Chino gets the cover. And we're going to see what happens here. Looks like might be a penalty on the play. Looks like it's going to be Kanza heading to the box. 12:10 remaining. So the face-off's going to come all the way down, or would have come all the way down. They're already in the Friars zone. My mistake. Call on the ice is for roughing, so a good opportunity for the Knights to cut this lead in half. DeFeo versus Sherrata in the dot. Sherrata won it back. Not as cleanly as he would have liked, but now Strzelecki on the clear, racing after chipping it past Nesfield. Carrying it ahead on a breakaway, scores! A shorthanded goal, Tyler Strzelecki. And he had one at the JV level this season, and he'll probably be there next year for the Friars, but just a great play by him, picking up speed in the neutral zone. And makes no mistake, he knew where he wanted to put it, he did. And with 11:56 remaining, the first goal of this power play belongs to the Friars. They had a power play goal in the opening frame, now they have a shorthanded one, and Strzelecki has possession now. Fires a shot, that's blockered. Might have actually gone off the stick there of Guarneri, but nonetheless, the Friars have possession. But a turnover nearly changed that, but recovered by Nichols, sent up, but not all the way down, ends up with Nesfield. Strzelecki pressures. Pass across to Timon. Towards Miller. Puck rolls on him. Strzelecki coming in on the outside shot. And he scores. Tyler Strzelecki back-to-back short-handed goals, and he just knows where he wants to put it. It's just the goal scorer's goal. He comes in, demonstrates great patience, and just slips that one 5-hole. It trickles in. 2 goals in a span of 56 seconds for Tyler Strzelecki, both of them short-handed. And now the Knights, they won't have a chance to get even on the power play, but they'd like to find one. But another turnover forced by the Friars. Smith sending that one the length of the ice. Tartaglia will chase against Nesfield. Knights defenseman trying to escape pressure. Dropping it off in the corner. Foy looking up ice. Play is broken up by Engelhardt. Beneath the goal line, Tartaglia can't settle it. Knights moving it D to D. And as they get the zone exits, Jake Miller, he blows the tire. Friars get it back. Engelhardt with it. 15 seconds remaining on the Knights power play, but it's been more of a, as our Travis Quigley would say, a power kill. And it looks like the Friars aren't satisfied. Tartaglia moving it across. Smith pulls up, shot. And it's set down. That'll do it for the power play. 2 short-handed goals for the Friars, both courtesy of Tyler Strzelecki. Beneath the goal line, cutting in shot, turned aside by Guarneri. Nice job holding the pipe there. Both teams batting at it now in the left wing corner. Gikas trying to reverse that to the weak side. No one there. Dropped off to the point. A little give and go to the right wing corner, to the dot. And the shot ends up sailing wide. Comes to the opposite point, but it's blocked by Foy. Knights want to clear. Friars end up with possession in the neutral zone. D to D, Norris to Smith. And his pass nearly intercepted. Nesfield gets a piece of it too, but ends up with Engelhardt. No harm, no foul for the Friars. And Schwartz under pressure from Lawler, who wins the race to the puck, shields it, carrying it into that far side corner, moving it to the point for Kanza. Shot gloved. A nice save there for Guarneri. And my mistake might have actually miscounted the amount of time in between those power play goals, or shorthanded goals as the case may be, for Tyler Strzelecki. 43 seconds apart here tonight. As Kanza up the wall, Nealon trying to carry it in. And DeFeo forced the turnover, chipped it in. D'Italia racing after it. DeAndre on the forecheck. Pass comes up the wall. Held in by Waterman. Nice job shielding the puck. Escapes pressure. D to D, Schwartz steps in. Curling once again. And takes the pass across the Waterman. Shot. And it's gloved by Cicchino. He does a nice job of gloving those shots off his blocker, and Knights will get an offensive zone, draw Friars in the defensive zone. And draw is won by Sherrata. Up the wall to Engelhardt. Give and go with Sherrata to Strzelecki. Poked off his stick, recovered. Friars dumping it in, getting to work on the chase. It's Engelhardt. Schwartz sending it up. Left wing wall, it's held in. With Sherrata, his pass is deflected. And it comes free in the slot, sent towards the right wing corner. Now a lead pass to Pugh, who's heading up ice 1-on-2. Trying to maintain possession under pressure. Can't. Comes to Kanza, who's trying to battle with 2 Knights on the forecheck. Boxes Pugh out. But good support, both teams battling for it. Sherrata eventually comes away with it. Looking up ice. Ends up handing it off to Engelhardt. who enters. Wants to pass towards center. It's poked away, fired out, and that's going to be past the reach of Geekus. So we'll get a defensive zone draw for the Knights after that icing. Tartaglia in the dot. Matched up against Geekus. Wins it back. Shot from the point misfired. And the Knights get it clear. Settled beneath the goal line. Norris carrying it. Feeds it to center. 3-on-1 developing. Tartaglia backhands it over to Lawler. Back to Tartaglia. Pass deflected by Nesfield. Ends up in the left wing corner. Carried towards the point. Off the wall. Collected by Nichols. Circling. Wanted the wraparound. Ends up going across the slot all the way out to the point where Tartaglia covers. And chips it back in. Nesfield will chase. Recovers. Moves it along. And Geekus dumps it in. Miller towards the slot. Intercepted by Norris, who hands it off. 2-on-0 developing for the Friars. Tartaglia ahead to Lawler. Shot off the blocker. Tartaglia knocked off the puck in the corner. Knights have possession. Timon looking to slow things down. Tried to move the pass across to Geekus. And a nice stick lift there for the Friars. Nesfield picks off a pass in transition. Ends up back with Cecchino. He ends up covering. So it'll be a defensive zone draw for the Friars. 5:46 remaining. And off the draw. CJ Pugh trying to push into the corner. Friars end up throwing it out of the zone. The puck rolls towards center where Kevin Schwartz recollects. Pulling away from pressure and makes the pass up the wall. The puck finds its way to CJ Pugh. Steps in, shot, turned aside by Cecchino. Rebound comes out, left wing corner, DeFeo. Moving it across and the pass through the slot. Comes all the way out into neutral where the Friars have it. Trying to center at that time, but DeFeo collects, moving it across. His pass is redirected as well. It comes out of the zone now. Nealon against Waterman. Friars enter off sides. Nunziato couldn't see Nealon, so there'll be a face-off just outside the Knights zone. Right wing dot. Face off one back by the Knights. DeFeo escaping Smith. Head manning it. Puck ends up back with the Friars. Who end up getting to work, regrouping. DeFeo on the back check. But a pass that rolled on DeAndre ends up with Cecchino, and he paddles it into the corner where D'Italia collects. Curls away from pressure. Carries it beneath the cage, sends it up the wall where Schwartz intercepts it, tries to move it along, gets it back, and shot redirected off a Friars player in the slot. Now looking up ice. Engelhardt enters. And Strzelecki's off-angle shot turned aside. Rebound is collected beneath the goal line. Knights looking to regroup. Schwartz has it. DeFeo on the right wing wall. It's held in by Nichols. Strzelecki looking towards the point. Comes out to Kanza. Walks in. Shot is blocked through traffic. Friars recollect it. Borneri covers it. And a nice opportunity there as the Knights have seemed to catch a breather here after an early surge from the Friars. Much more even now between these two squads, but it's still a 4-0 game in St. Anthony's favor with Tartaglia in the dot versus Geekus. And the face-off is one forward, long towards the front, batting at it. It's poked free. Knights looking up ice. Long with the tie-up in neutral, hands it off to Tartaglia. Shielding, entering, looking, drops it off. Lawler's shot might have been redirected, ends up with Kanza, who carries it in, moves it to his backhand, tried to give it right back to Long. Left wing corner, comes to the point. Nichols settles it, shot. Pinballing off the wall. Nesfield has it in his skates, looking up ice. Fires that one all the way down, but it looks like Nichols might have gotten a stick on it, so Cicchino is going to leave it for him. No icing on the play. Under 3 minutes remaining in the period. Pass off the wall, all the way out towards center. But it ends up being carried back in inadvertently by Tartaglia, who has to recover it. Now walking in, shot off the back of the net, rebound. Poked out to the point. Nichols steps in, moves it across to Kanza. Walks in. The feed to the back door, couldn't connect that time. A nice save by Gorneri. Friars recollect. Comes to the point. Nichols escapes one man, but lost the handle. Coming in now, Tartaglia. Shot, redirected, comes to Lawler. Looking towards the slot. Play is broken up by Miller. Comes to Geekus. He chipped it off the wall. Pressures Nichols, but Friars defenseman escapes. Ends up leading Kanza, enters. Finesses his way past one defender, and then the backhand shot sails over the net, glancing off the glass there and sent on net for being covered. So it'll be a face-off in the right wing dot. Face-off, 1 to Waterman. Knight, Friars forcing a turnover against the Knights. Nealon tried to send it towards the front, got it back, moved it to the point. Smith's shot off the beak of Gorneri, poked out in the slot, it's free. Pugh moving it towards center. Carried up ice by Geekus, trying to make something happen here. Correction, that's DeFeo who ended up getting it. Ends up being dropped off. Nealon forcing it out. DeAndrea racing after it. Tried to fire it up ice. Play was broken up by DeLeon, sent towards center. Poked out. And Schwartz ahead for DeFeo. Chips it in. Pugh will chase. Norris has it. Carrying it up the ice. Enters. Cutting towards the outside. Looking towards the slot. Under a minute remaining in the period. Friars have possession. They're in the right wing corner. Looking to get to work on the cycle, but Knights end up coming away with it. It's Schwartz and Nunziato battling for it. Poked free to Smith. Wanted the wraparound. Got tied up. Schwartz has it. And it comes to DeFeo. Slipping three. It's a 3-on-1. No, 4-on-1. Knights pressing. Pass across to CJ Pugh. He shoots. Save. Rebound is loose. Knights have a chance with it, but it's poked free by Nunziato. And Gaetano Cicchino was asked to make the first save. Might be asked to do so again, but Friars poking that way, one away from the net. Now comes to Sharada. Kicks it to his stick. Looking across for Nunziato. Enters. Pulls up, backhand. Looking towards the slot. Sent towards Nunziato. It's paddled away. Back to Nunziato. It's behind her, and that'll do it for the second stanza. It's a 4-goal game. Friars in the lead here tonight. You're watching freshman hockey on the Long Island Sports Network. Your home for all SCHSHL action. St. Anthony's Friars lead the Kings Park Commack Knights 2-0. We've seen 3 goals here tonight on special teams. 1 on the power play by Dominic Tartaglia. And 2 shorthanded goals in a span of 43 seconds, both courtesy of Tyler Strzelecki, who also had an assist on the only even-strength goal of the game, courtesy of Charlie Sherrata. And Strzelecki had such a strong season for the Friars. Both Strzelecki and Santini, who I believe is, let me just double check this. Yes, not in the lineup here tonight. Both got called up to the JV squad, and well, you take a quick look at the Friars freshman call-ups who made it to the JV level. There's actually might have undersold it. Daniel Smith, Charlie Sherrata, Chris Kanza, Dominic Tartaglia, Ken Engelhart, Tyler Strzelecki, Ryan Long, Nick Lawler, Ryan Santini. 3 of them scored. Engelhart's was a game winner, I believe, against Northport Huntington. And just a lot of nice experience for these young players to get. You never want to have injuries with your JV squad, but Friars have been fortunate enough to get their freshmen some nice opportunities. They've been able to capitalize on some of them. And it makes a difference going up against players 2 or 3 years older than you too. You get to really see how players older than you are developing, try and bring some of those habits back to the freshman level. Engelhart getting to work on the cycle. Strzelecki collecting. Foy pressuring. Nesfield on it. Tried to sandwich him. Friars come away with it. Backhand pass ends up being guided away from the net by Miller. He fires it out. Ends up going from the left wing corner all the way to the other side of the ice. We get a whistle and a stoppage 33 seconds into the period. Gekas wins it to Nesfield. Shipping it off the wall. Long racing after it. Moves it to the point. Italia settles it. Over to Tartaglia. Shot kicked out. Battling for the rebound. Lawler versus Nesfield. Sent across the slot all the way out of the zone, and it's going to be scooped up by Kanza. Tried to finesse his way past one defender and did, but ended up putting it off the skate of Tartaglia. Now Italia against Gekas. Knights forward, forces it free. Friars get it right back. And kick to the stick and then hand it off for Tartaglia. Walking in, tried to slip by Nesfield. Guarneri comes out to cover it. As the puck ended up going across the slot. Draw is won back by Annunziato, but it's the Knights that come away with it. But DeAndrea lost the handle, so Friars ended up getting it back into the zone. Knights turn it over. Shot ends up going wide of the net. And now heading the other way. Knights can't hold it in the zone. And re-entering now, Schwartz's shot off Cicchino, loose, ends up being recovered by the Knights. They steered it towards the corner. Ended up getting caught under the pad of Cicchino, and my apologies, it appears we might have ended up having a replay show there. Schwartz has it at the point, moving it across. DeAndrea batting at the rolling puck. Friars heading up ice. Sharada wanted Strzelecki, couldn't make that pass initially. Does the second time, back to Sharada, across, slips it, and it's in. I believe that was in. Correction, just ended up under the pad of Gornari, and a nice feed here, trying to put that one 5-hole. Ends up, that gets stuck right on the right near the toe of the skate there. So 12:22 remaining. Gornari coming up clutch that time. Engelhardt to the point. Norris's shot turned aside. Second attempt, poke out, sent back towards the slot, and Gornari gets the cover. And clock winding down, time running out. But the Knights netminder giving them a chance to find the back of the net here and maybe make a game of it. And as the face-off is won back, Knights looking to get to work, sent towards the front, and it's stopped again by Gornari. Face-off is one back to the point. Friars' shot is deflected. Battling for it. Comes to Geekus. Held in initially by Tartaglia. Off the skate along as the Knights went for a clear. Carried towards center. Tartaglia again, he scores. And a good effort there from Tartaglia. Gets some support from Long along the wall, but this really starts with Tartaglia really pressuring that puck, trying to settle it. Long holds it in off the skate, actually, and Tartaglia does a good job. A little stutter step there, carrying that puck left to right, and makes no mistake. It's a 5-0 game in favor of the Friars, but a turnover. DeFeo coming in, moving it across, shot, saved by Cecchino. Smith trying to move that one up the wall. And Friars can't get the clear. Back on the attack, it's Natalia. Knights can't maintain possession with Schwartz now. Versing that one up the wall. Jake DeAndrea trying to get a handle on it. Looking up ice. And pass is intercepted, battling for it, but Tartaglia forcing a turnover. One of two Friars with 2 goals here tonight, both short of the hat trick, Tartaglia and Strzelecki. DeFeo moving it across, slick pass, their shot, punched out, rebound, can't be settled. Thrown up the wall, Schwartz holds it in at the line, trying to get back to work on the cycle. It's picked off by Smith, comes back out to Tartaglia, carrying it up ice, looking, wants Lawler, pass ahead from the right side of the red line, comes to Lawler from Tartaglia. But a good effort by Harrison Waterman, who gets it up and out of the zone, but Geekus and Kanza can't get possession. Both players get tied up there, and now carried in. Nichols coming in, forehand, backhand, and a save by Gornari, pulling up, sent towards the front. Tartaglia can't hold it in. Geekus off the glass. Friars pressing long beneath the goal line. Has it. Wanted Lawler. Pass ended up being deflected. DeFeo cutting towards center. Makes a pass across to Waterman. Backhanded up the wall. Comes to Kanza, who picked it off. Pulling up. Shielding. Wants to move it to the front. And a good back check there, forcing the turnover that time. DeFeo heading up ice. Enters. Toe drag. Wasn't meant to be. Friars break it up. Heading up ice now. Carried in. Cutting towards center. Poked off the stick. Nesfield now looking to press in transition. Knights defenseman enters. Shot turned aside by Cicchino. Carried up ice and pitched out of the zone by Kanza. Sputters out in neutral. Friars in the middle of the change. Kanza wanted to create potential odd man rush. Wasn't able to do so this time. And now Nesfield carving his way up ice. It ends up trying to cut across the lane of Geekus, who actually cut towards center trying to evade Nesfield. And now the Friars looking up ice. Held in by Timon. Comes to Foy in the slot. His shot redirected. But it won't come out of the zone. Miller leaves it for Nesfield. Fan Donner under pressure. Miller's shot off the pad of Cicchino. Ends up in the corner. Friars recollecting. Carrying it up ice now with speed. Nichols through the legs of Nesfield, who ends up boxing out the Friars defender in transition. And we get a whistle here as Guarneri covers it up. And as the Friars end up with possession off the draw, they sent it towards the slot. Couldn't create a grade A scoring chance that time, but Strzelecki has possession. Pass deflected, comes back, shot kicked out. Great pad save by Guarneri, but a turnover beneath the goal line. Friars have it. Strzelecki pulls up, knocked off the puck, and it comes back to the Friars forward, despite the efforts of DeAndrea. Threading the needle, Smith steps in, glove save by Guarneri. Some more solid work from the Strzelecki line. But another strong save by the netminder, Guarneri. And the face-off ends up being won. Waterman with possession. Knocked off the puck, sent towards the net. Nice pad save there by Guarneri. Engelhart tied up by Pugh. Poking at it, trying to force it free. Knights come away with it, but can't get the clear. Walking in now, handed off, shot, and a save. Strzelecki tried to go short side after getting it back from Sherrata. I think that was one of the plays where Sherrata really moved it back to Strzelecki, trying to get his line mate the hat trick there. But in all honesty, I actually think Sherrata had the better shot. And Strzelecki knew it too when it came to him. But as the Knights head up ice, CJ Pugh passes intercepted. Lawler battling for it in the neutral zone. Tartaglia comes away with it. Carrying it towards the outside. Pushes past Waterman, sent towards the front. Poked back out into the corner. Lawler sends it out of the zone. Now the Friars have to reset. Heading up ice now, it's Kanza. Picking up speed, carving through. Slips past Nesfield, but that last second poke check, Kanza's forced to recollect. Pass ends up leaving the zone. D to D from D'Italia. Moves to the weak side. A nice look there for Long, who re-enters, but Schwartz regathers the puck for KPC, and now it's with Nesfield, who chips it in. But D'Italia up the wall. Geekus forcing a turnover. Knights with a chance here. But the shot goes wide. DeFeo collects in the near side corner, moves it to Nesfield. The point shot redirected into the netting. We get a stoppage and some nice puck movement there for the Knights, but they're unable to generate a shot on goal. And while this game might be approaching its conclusion, the action's just getting started on the Long Island Sports Network. More St. Anthony's Friars hockey coming up, but this time in the JV division between St. Anthony's JV Black and Smithtown Hauppauge JV Blue. Chino actually has an older brother, Vito, who plays for that St. Anthony's Black team. Friars trying to maintain possession right now. They get it out of the zone. A nice defensive play by the Knights. Foy re-entering. Trying to lead Miller. Pass ends up in the corner. Sent towards, but not to the slot. Nichols. Off the wall, recollects. And the pass across ends up going past, or rather through about 4 players to center. So icing was waved off. Annunziato on the forecheck. To the point. Norris, shot, save, rebound is covered. 4:52 remaining in the period. I do. And right now, left wing dot, face off is one to Strzelecki walking in. Shot, scores! And Tyler Strzelecki completes the hat trick. It's 6-0 Friars, and just a nice play right off the draw. Sherrata and Strzelecki, they've been going back and forth all night. This will be Strzelecki's second career hat trick at the freshman level. And it's 6-0 Friars, face off at center. And it's won by the Knights. DeFeo trying to push the tempo here, make something happen late in the game, but the Friars get it clear, and heading up ice now, Sherrata. Cutting from the outside, shot, scores! What a beauty from Charlie Sherrata, his second of the game. He wanted to get his line mate, Tyler Strzelecki, his hat trick before he went and potted another here tonight. The hat trick for Strzelecki, who has 4 points. Sherrata had 1 goal, and now he has 2. 7 goals from 3 Friars. Just a lot of high-end production right now from their top guns, and you need that come playoffs, and Tartaglia wants to complete the hat trick as well. Pressing here, has possession off a pass from Smith. Walking to the outside, drops it off the wall. They're creating a 2-on-1 shot, and a strong stop there with just 4:12 remaining. The Friars are really buzzing here. And if you're the Knights, there's been some positives, but it's difficult to roll just 10 skaters against a really deep Friars team that even now doesn't have a full bench. And Smith's shot ends up going off the blocker. Still trying to settle it. Moving the puck down low, shot, and it ends up under the pad of Gorneri. And I think what's most impressive about this, they're doing it without Ryan Santini, one of their top forwards, who's out of the lineup here tonight. And, well, Friars have been doing just fine. This is a squad that, well, St. Anthony's freshman squad ended up winning the freshman championship last year, but unlike other squads where you can get some 8th graders on it, Friars, all 9th graders. And as such, no returning players from last year, so there's some give and some take to that. Italia's been able to hold the puck, and it was a really strong game. Smith's shot redirected off the pipe and out. Went off a skate in front, but wasn't a kicking motion, so it would have counted. Nesfield now trying to slip past Smith. And now Joe Neal on up ice with Smith. 2-on-1. holds, fires right in the breadbasket. We get a stoppage here and a whistle. Face off, tied up. Strzelecki's shot over the bar. Pugh off the skate of DeAndrea. It was behind him. Strzelecki has it. Moves it over to Engelhardt. Shot. Redirected. Bouncing. And it's in. I believe that's going to be Charlie Sherrata. So that's 2 hat tricks for the Friars. They are pouring them on late here. Just some great puck movement there, preventing those zone exits, and puck ends up bouncing, and Sherrata finds it and puts it in the back of the net. And it's carried forward off the draw by Strzelecki. 3 Friars have scored tonight. They've combined for 8 goals. And now re-entering Sherrata. Engelhardt poking at it. Puck leaves the zone. Kanza. Under 2 minutes remaining in the period. Engelhardt getting to work along the wall. Sherrata moving it over to Strzelecki. Kanza walking the line, firing. And it careens off the wall. Puck rolls. Settled, looking for the clear. Knights have it. DeAndrea trying to move it along. Pugh, shot, scores! And CJ Pugh finds the back of the net. The late goal for the Knights, and just a nice job towing the line there. DeAndrea with some beautiful, beautiful footwork and a great pass, and then CJ Pugh made no mistake, put that right where he wanted it, and then the shot from Tartaglia off the netminder and wide, long chasing. Miller on it. Knights looking for the clear, and they'll get it, but Norris, nice legal check, and comes to Tartaglia under pressure from Geekus. Foy has it. Nesfield picking it off at the line, walking in. 24 seconds remaining. Pulling up, firing it across, redirected in front. It's loose. Sent across the slot, but ends up actually going across the blue paint. Excuse me there. And now Tartaglia battling for it. So pushing up ice now. 5 seconds remaining. 2. Shot gloved. So won't get the hat trick, but I'm sure the Friars forward would rather have the win. It's an 8-1 win here tonight. First of 3 games on the Long Island Sports Network, and St. Anthony's JV Black will be right back in action for their final game of the season against Smithtown Hauppauge JV Blue. So I'm sure Gaetano Cicino will be racing to get off his equipment, trying to watch his brother play. And with that, we're going to sign off for now. We'll be right back with JV action just a few minutes. But for those of you not joining us, have a great night, everyone.